his property to the other part of the stream, which I was very worried about. Neil didn't
Which
care.
stream was that? Which little river were you on?
So it's a tiny little distributary that comes off the canal, the Thrupp Canal, the Oxford Canal, but it's a little stream that goes through a little place called Annie's Tea Rooms. Laurel has walked there, and then it ends up going through Richard Branson's property, and then going as far as we could go, which is not far from behind our house. But it was very embarrassing because it's still lockdown, and we were on Richard Branson's property, which I'm just in Ireland we don't have, there's no right to roam, so I'm always like really nervous being.
I was going to say, I mean, but the UK has the right to roam, right? I mean, there's public access everywhere.
Yeah, but this was his garden. It wasn't like, I mean, he owns a lot of the land, and a lot of the land. He's a really good landowner. He's like let it go wild. So there are foxes and owls, and like people are. There are loads of lovely trails, but this was his actual house, the garden. Like, so it was very embarrassing.
Yeah. How did you manage to embarrass yourself? What happened?
You didn't meet anyone, did you?
We ended up on, no, we didn't, but there must have been staff around. It's a huge estate. We went on a kayak trip, Laura, near where that Annie's Tea Rooms is, where you've been. And we ended up that we couldn't go any further because the stream went under an ancient kind of mill house. And the mill house is one of many properties on Richard Branson's estate. So, and we'd already been going for 4 hours because it was the brambles. So I didn't want to turn around. Neil definitely didn't want to turn around. So the only way we could like avoid the pier was like walk onto
with your kayaks.
With our kayak, and then come back onto the river around the other side. I was like, I don't like this. And he was like, it doesn't matter. It's the Queen's River. I don't know what he was talking about. Richard Branson's property, but it's the Queen's River, so we can go on the river. So anyway, it was fine. I just don't like it.
But that's what you all were doing on a Thursday afternoon? What?
Well, it's really, really hot here. It's like 32 degrees and it's just boiling. And our house has no aircon or nothing, and it was just the idea was to take a couple of hours off and go on the water and come back and work. So we were like gone 5 hours and covered in like vegetation. We looked like we'd come off the Amazon rather than an Oxfordshire stream. Ridiculous. Neil's harebrained ideas, but it was good fun. But I think we're the only people that have ever come the whole way on that stream.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Well, today was what we call Founders Day at Save the Children. It's the 101st anniversary of Eglantine Jebb, the founder of Save the Children, going out on Trafalgar Square and getting arrested for handing out pamphlets about children's rights after World War One. I was like, not World War II, World War One.
Yeah.
Get your history right here, Laurel. So we actually had the afternoon off at Save the Children.
Lovely. That's a nice idea.
In honor of Eglantine. So
good old Eglantine.
I'm just back from DC's Malcolm X Park, where some of us got together. It was our first time seeing each other, so a socially distanced picnic in a big public park.
Nice.
Yeah. For Eglantine.
For Eglantine.
For our dear old Eglantine. Of course, we're trying to reclaim that she was an activist and got arrested and all of that stuff.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, absolutely.
Did we go to a church in Oxford, Rosaline, that had an Eglantine Jebb?
No, Lady Margaret Hall. Lady Margaret Hall is the old the college that was only for women. She went there. I think, did we go together? I don't know. Anyway, that's
maybe
her painting's there next to Benazir Bhutto, I think. And
right. Maybe you just told me about it because I can't remember the painting.
Yeah. It's Nigella Lawson, Eglantine Jebb, and Benazir Bhutto. Like all went to that college. So
that's If you had to say like those 3 names and how they might be connected, you would never guess.
There you go. That might come up in a pub quiz. If that comes up in a pub quiz, you can have that one. How's everybody else? Astrid, how's your foot?
It's still attached to my leg.
That's good. That's really good.
Actually, it actually doesn't hurt too badly. I've weaned myself mostly off the painkiller, so
good.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to next week to getting the stupid splint and bandage off because it's beginning to smell.
Yeah.
and the orthopedist is like, no, don't take it off. Don't wash it. Don't. It'll be fine. I'm like, oh, really?
They do stink. I remember that.
It is quite hot here, right? And it's just not a good feeling.
Imagine Dawn's brother when he was a teenager, so like 15, had a body cast from here to here.
No.
For like 2 months.
That's not good. Oh my
2
God.
months.
You mentioned
That teenage boy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not
I
good.
had a cast on when I was in the 8th grade for 6 weeks. We lived in Georgia at Fort Benning, and it was during the summer. So it smelled. And I rode horses at the time. So I was riding bareback with a cast up to my knee. Yeah, because I was in the 8th grade.
Right.
As you do.
Right.
Wow.
It was stinky. And when I had it cut off, the tech that was at the hospital offered me a comb for my hairy leg. My one hairy leg. I was in the 8th grade. The guy, oh, would you like a comb for that? I was like, oh,
that's so mean.
I mean,
Awful. That is awful.
That is terrible.
So I can relate to the smell, Astrid. I'm so glad you don't have to have it on for 6 weeks.
Yeah, no, I'm counting the days now. And I've ordered an all-terrain knee scooter that I'm very excited about.
Oh, is that one of those that you bend your knee and put it on there? And
yeah. And then it's
okay.
got 2 front wheels and 1 rear wheel, and it's on 12-inch pneumatic tires with like decent brakes and stuff, and a little basket.
Do they come in all-terrain versus just regular?
Oh yes, they do, my friend.
I want to see a picture of that.
There will be pictures. You know that there will be pictures, Chris. You can rely on that.
So it's motorized?
Oh no.
Oh no, you push it, right?
Oh God, that will be
give her a few more decades, and then
I want to see you going off some like 2-foot jumps on it or something.
Well, there's a guy in my neighborhood who is clearly very athletic, and he's broken his leg or something with his leg, and he's in an electronic wheelchair. And you're out walking in the neighborhood, and this guy comes whizzing by. I mean, he's like super fast, and he's clearly just got this wheelchair because he's something's wrong with his leg. But dang, that guy, you have to jump off the sidewalk when he comes
Is he wearing a
by.
seatbelt?
You think you jest, Chris, but when you go online and Google knee scooter and video and all-terrain, there are actually people doing exactly that. They've got it out there on these like mountain bike trails, and you're going, what are you doing? Like jumps and everything.
Astrid, you have a lot of time in your hands if you're Googling those well, that's not fair. Start buying them.
What else is she's stuck on her couch there on the porch.
True.
Yeah. Well, also, you have to make an informed buying decision, right? Because some models don't go up to freakishly tall people like myself.
Well, that's true.
The one that I initially wanted, because it had the snazzier colors, is only suitable for people up to 5'9". That's no good when you're 6'3". So I had to, So yes, it was important.
And once you start going down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's just it. I just needed to see the burly men jumping tree stumps with the knee scooter.
Wait, are these burly men injured, or they just happen to have access to one of these things?
No. Well, I don't know if they're actually injured or if they're pretending to be, but they're doing these crazy jumps with 1 foot bandaged on the pad.
Oh my god.
Maybe that's how the first foot got bandaged.
Exactly.
That was my thought too, Roz.
Where's Dawn today?
Working again.
Is she? How's it going?
We'll find out after today. I mean, the first day, it was like 4 people in her class, which her gym is her classes can only have 6 people, so that was good. 4 people.
Yep. Good.
That's good.
So that gym she only does Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's not her main
Her
place
regular.
of work.
Yeah.
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 I'm not really sure how they're going to handle it going forward now that we have this full mask requirement supposedly.
That would be
But-
hard to work out in a full mask.
So people are doing their workouts in their masks.
I'm guessing they're not. In that gym they're not.
Right.
And other gyms that are more official, they probably are.
Mm.
But there,
That-
it's pretty laid back at that gym.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
yeah,
can't
it would be hard
imagine
to
sweat dripping down into your mask is a good feeling.
or trying to breathe through that material.
Yeah.
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 Maybe if I had a handkerchief. I mean, the one I have is like those those dust filters you get from Home Depot.
Right.
That would be no good to breathe into.
No. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I've been using a lightweight buff that sort of stands up to a little bit more aerobic exercise, but
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, I have a variety of options that I've been using, and none of them are optimal for summertime, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So